This show is going to be a little bit about business.
It's a little different.
Business.
It's
a little different because a lot of times when we talk business, it's always the OGs giving game to the
young boys, right?
This might be the opposite. He's making more money than all of us right now. Okay, that's facts. But this person, just so the team know, he's under 21. So you can't, no alcohol.
This is water right now, ladies and gentlemen.
This is water.
I mean, just sitting here, right, like, we all had a great career, right, for the most part. You know what I'm saying? I was a highly recruited coming out from high school. You was too, right, Pac?
Yes, sir.
You wasn't, but you was a good player.
Yeah.
But I never seen, I guess the media is different now, you know what I'm saying? The social media and all that, where we sitting with a young kid, 18, right?
Yeah.
This guy not only has an 8-figure deal with Puma.
The first to do a shoe deal.
The first to ever do it. Matter of fact, this is my camera, give me my camera. We in New York City.
New York City.
The Puma store in Manhattan, right? The store's closed down. You can't buy nothing else, it's over. And the reason why we're up in this store right now, because you're looking at him. So we want to give you your flowers. I know it's still early in your career, but we got to give you your flowers.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that the first question I want to ask you is, how do you manage all that? Financially, like you getting money and all that, how do you handle that?
Just the lifestyle?
No, I'm saying just the lifestyle, being the first to get a big 8-figure deal for Puma. You ain't even play college, you ain't even play NFL or NBA yet.
I was dealing with a lot of politics and stuff like that growing up, so I kind of groomed myself with it. Then you got the NIL hit, so it's like that's a whole nother world right there. Now that money's involved with it, but I mean, I know that it could all end tomorrow though, so that's why I feel humble with it. You know, I'll be talking to my homeboys a lot, and I'm like, I'm the first to do this, first to do that, right? And it's like, God don't put everybody in this position. A lot of people tell me if I was in your shoes, like, you can't tell me nothing. It's not like, yeah, you right. But in my head, I'm like, damn, like, that's God though. God don't give everybody this position. Like, you got to be able to, you know what I'm saying, know how to go about it for real, for real.
So last year when the NIL law was in effect, came into effect, and was passed, excuse me, one of the things I thought about was like, yo, it's dope, and it's, you know, we should have did this 10, 15, 20, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Right.
One of the things I was nervous about was how does a high school athlete or even a college athlete keep the main thing, right? Like, meaning like, at the end of the day, you can't put fame before the game. So now you're in high school, and now you're making millions of dollars. You're making more money than probably half of the NBA, half of the NFL. So how do you make sure that you keep the game before all the other stuff?
Just staying grounded, and I haven't made it yet. You know what I'm saying? I've accomplished a lot, but I feel like I ain't made it yet because I'm not in the league yet. You feel me? That's the ultimate goal right there. And then when you got that, then that's a whole nother story. But my mindset gonna be my mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm go hard. You feel me? Because we was talking about it earlier. Like, people get better, like the work gonna show, and it's also gonna catch up if you're not working, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna see people passing and stuff like that. So probably I don't wanna, like, I'm trying to stay at the top, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got an ego to where I can't let nobody think they're better than me, you know what I'm saying? So it's just dogging me, honestly.
Hey, I'm just sitting here thinking, and of course, I wouldn't have had a NIL deal in college, in high school, I should say.
Though.
But I was really good in basketball. I heard that you was really good in basketball. I know that you're really good in basketball.
We still got that one-on-one game, right?
I heard that you was really good in football too, bro. So tell me about your football career. Like, when did you figure out, all right, I'm gonna go play basketball and
You know,
leave
it's crazy.
football?
I didn't even leave football. So I played football, played young. I would tell I was like 6th or 7th grade or something like that. But football is my first love. Like, I ain't like basketball for real. Like, growing up, my whole childhood, I'm not like basketball, but I love football though. You know, so I used to go to sleep with the football, bro. I think on everything. On my mama, I used to go to sleep with the football night before a game. All of it. Like, I don't know something about the feeling, to be honest. But man, I remember one season, I had broke my foot. Right, this was in the preseason. I broke my foot, whatever. So I come out the cast like 3 weeks early. My pops cut off. My pops like, look, like, we was in the playoffs, right? Then we had played a team. We was playing a team that had won the national championship year before or whatever. So my pops is like, so you trying to cut it off? I'm like, let's do it. You feel me?
For the game?
Hey, nah, it was that week during practice. So I had the cast on for like 4 weeks already, right? So I got a week to get right basically. So I'm like, I'm not knowing how it's gonna feel, right? Then it's 3 weeks early, so cut off with some scissors. I swear, it
With
took
some
like 30
scissors.
minutes with some scissors.
Wow.
It wasn't even sharp. It was just kitchen scissors. You feel
That
me?
took all day, right?
It's about 30 minutes. I'm telling you, I fall down. I can't stand up. I fall down, I swear to God. But yeah, I practiced about for a week. Then we ended up winning this and that, you know what I'm saying? But after that year, basketball had took off for me. So basically I was like, all right, like, well, my foot never healed. So that
And
was
this is
so
the first
funny.
business decision.
Yeah.
I said we're gonna talk business, right?
This is real business.
This is real
right here.
business right
Cut
here.
the cast off.
You had to
Go and
decide-
play against the #1 team in the country.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you want to do.
Well, you had to decide too. You gonna do basketball, do football. Now the first big business
And
decision.
it's funny because it was hard to give up football, but basketball just took off faster for me. So it was like, it just makes sense, you know what I'm saying? But I still get the itch. I'm telling you, I still get the itch.
It ain't too
What was
late.
harder? What was harder, you think?
Basketball's harder. Basketball's harder.
Basketball's harder.
How's it harder? I think
Positions, because you got five. Positions are hard to guard in basketball. Like, I don't know, the game is just different. Football, it's like you depend a lot on your size, strength. You got to be smart, but you don't got to be that smart to play football. Like basketball, you got to have depending.
Being honest, though.
For real though, depending on what position you play. Like,
I play with a lot of dummies, so he is right.
You know what I'm saying? So like basketball, you got to have IQ. Like you got to have IQ. Like 10 times out of 10, if you're on the field and you stronger and faster and more athletic than someone, you gonna win that 10 out of 10. That's not the case in basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be real smart, and then you just got to know a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you don't just got to know your position. You got to know everybody else's position, rather than the only people who need to know positions, like say on offense, like the people that play multiple positions. You know what I'm saying? But basketball is a little bit different.
So give me an example of someone that you respect that has high basketball IQ.
Brian.
That's your guy, right?
Brian.
What makes him smart? Like,
the plays that he makes, he reads the play. Like, he's always like one play ahead. Like, that's kind of how I am. Like, because I played quarterback, so I like that basically went into my basketball. So I see the floor very well, and I can see stuff that's gonna happen that other people can't see, and it gets frustrating sometimes. But definitely Brian, if you see the passes that he making, you know what I'm saying, just like back screens and simple stuff like that, and not everybody do though. You know what I'm saying? It's just gifted, and then experience. You play the game for so long, and you're arguably the greatest of all time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I heard you say parents, then you said your dad cut off the cast. Your parents athletes?
Yeah. My pops played basketball and football. My mom's played basketball and softball.
Oh, so it's in his blood.
So it's in his blood.
Yeah.
so how do they contribute to like this journey that you're on right now as an athlete and also as a businessman?
Oof. A lot. They was always supportive. But when it got to a certain point, honestly, it was almost like I had to really like teach myself, because that was something they haven't went through. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for them to try to teach me rather than I'm going through it. So I'm gonna know a little bit more about this than they might know. But there's nothing wrong with that. But it just got to a point where I'm just teach myself. You know what I'm saying? But it's supportive though, for sure.
So let me ask you this though, right? So when the deal from Puma came,
right,
and when that surfaced, you know what I'm saying, and Puma was like, yo, we want to sign you, and et cetera.
Yeah.
Who handles all that, right? Because I know you do, but like, what supporting team?
My pops. So I got Excel. So Excel's the one that brought the deal, right? So I guess you can say that it was because of them. But basically, Unc's
Uncle
my
Pat?
manager. Basically,
Okay,
yeah.
Unc. I see you, Unc.
Yeah.
So you got Uncle Pat.
Unc
you got
talk a lot of
Wayne.
trash too, ladies and gentlemen.
As far as approach them, as far as like when something comes up that's business related, like how we handle that, like usually Unc's the most versatile one, so that's like my right hand man right there. And I let Pops deal with the hoop stuff, like that's it. He got the hoop stuff, you know what I'm saying? But Unc is in this season as Pops in the hoop stuff, right? But my Pops is in this season as Unc with the business stuff, you know what I'm saying? So that's where the roles come in. And you know what I'm saying? I got Chris, my boy Chris, who takes care of this, that, and the third, right? And it's like everybody play. I don't assign you do this, you do this, you do what you do. That's gonna be what you do, you know what I'm saying? Then Unc be with me like every day. So Unc like he knows what's going on more than everybody else in our group. But we all like speaking to each other. Everybody's on game, but it's just experience, to be honest. So that's why he's my right hand. He's more versatile. Like he'll go speak for me.
So you mentioned LeBron James earlier.
Right.
Right. One of the things that LeBron is celebrated for is his team. Dudes he played high school ball with. And now you got Maverick Carter running Spring Hill. You got Rich Paul who's running Clutch, but LeBron ain't a part of that, right? Can't be. But all his dudes is in position. Is that someone, I mean, you study from a basketball standpoint, from a business standpoint?
That's the reason I'm like that. Like, I'm the same way. That's the reason. Bron's the reason. I'm telling you, like, I've always been like, I've always been like, if you see me, you gonna see me with a family member or like this gang. Like, you gonna see me with somebody that's in my circle. It's not, you never gonna see me with nobody new. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I meet new people and stuff, but you're not gonna see me with them and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm all about like self-investing. Like, who you hang around is you. Like, I'm gonna invest in us so we can all do something big. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like leeches. I don't got no leeches around me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had some. I done cut that off though. But I'm trying to invest in Vaughn. Vaughn, what you trying to do? I mean, I'll invest in you, you know what I'm saying? You take it from there, you feel me? Like that. Then we start a business, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to keep it in the family.
Mikey, two-part question right here. I never got an 8-figure deal when I was in high school. First of all, what's the first thing you freaking said to yourself? Like, Puma! Like, what they say? But I can imagine what that feeling is like. It's like being drafted in the first round or like going to the NFL. First of all, how was that? Second of all, what is the biggest thing probably you've had conversation-wise with LeBron as far as business?
For the first one, it was more so to me when I signed the shoe deal, and the money didn't hit till I actually went to the store and like, oh, it's on right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, all right, let me go get my neck right. Let me go do all that, you know what I'm saying? But it was it definitely felt great, and it didn't hit me. It didn't hit me for like 2 weeks. And it just hit me. I was like, damn, like I really can't believe it, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Puma for that. And then second, me and Bron don't really talk on business. That's more like that's more like family. He'll holler at me, I'll holler at him just on some what's good with it, you know, how you been, whatever. Keep going like on some love. But it ain't really been nothing deeper than that for real. That's how it's always kind of been.
You got Bron's number?
I don't got Bron's number.
Y'all just DM. Y'all never talk about.
I'm gonna get that for you.
You gonna get that?
Yep.
So we talk Bron. You got Bronny.
Bronny.
Y'all the same class?
Yeah.
Give us your top 5 in your class.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Your top 5 in your class.
My top 5? It's a lot of guys in my class, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I haven't seen all of them play, so I can't give you a real top 5, to be honest. Like, I can't give you a.
Why not?
Well, how about this, the top 5
I
you
haven't
like?
seen
The
a
dudes
top
that you've
5.
seen. How about the dudes you've seen?
I'm not gonna put myself. I'm gonna put. You gotta have.
No order though. Just
no
like
order.
5
Yeah.
you like.
DJ definitely gonna be in there. DJ Wagner. You got. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Like, my class is front heavy, so it's like, it's not too much. It's not too much depth, but my class isn't the best class though at the same time. And then I don't like. Then on top of that, I just ain't seen all of them play. Like, if you give me, say, last year's class, that's a loaded class. I can give you an opinion on the top 5 in that, but I can't really give one on this one.
So I think moving from the business part, can we move from the business part?
He says it. He was mad.
Hey, look, to know about yourself, because people don't know you. All they see is Instagram or highlights, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What type of music you listen to? Like, what do you like to do in your spare time?
I listen to I listen to a lot of different music. Like I got my rap music, then you got that little rap R&B music mixture.
Well, who the
Favorite artist. Favorite
like,
I
artist.
give us
give you
some of your
my
artists.
top
If you had to
three:
pick one, top 3.
NBA YoungBoy,
Because every
Everybody
kid want to
love
hear this
NBA
right now.
No
Youngboy.
Cap.
All the kids love NBA YoungBoy.
They love him,
Hold
man.
on, when the hell have you been in the last 20 goddamn years? You
20
don't know about NBA
Nah, yo,
YoungBoy?
look.
He's the number one rapper
Yo,
in the
yo.
world right now.
Youngboy ain't even
Dog.
But I'm just saying, but he's the number one rapper in the
I know
world,
that. I
trending
know,
and
yeah,
everything.
Yeah, I know that. I know that.
Everybody, the young
Hey, look,
kid,
my last year of with the Bucks.
you was in there listening to the NBA?
First time I heard
You
NBA
better
Youngboy,
not.
but nah, it was Devin White, cause they from Louisiana. Leonard Fournette.
Yeah.
I don't know him like that, but every song was like, it's scary. Like somebody will get shot. That's all. Every song, somebody getting shot like twice. I'm like, damn, this dude violent. So all right. So anyway, who else you got? NBA YoungBoy.
No Cap.
No Cap. I do like Young Cap. No Cap.
Yeah.
Who's no cap?
Rollo.
No cap.
He's
Rollo
from,
Rodriguez.
He from.
Who you
Cat
saying?
from Alabama. Rollo Rodriguez.
Boy, what?
Now I don't know none of these dudes.
Oh.
Hey, I don't know none of these rappers. I know
Make
one.
sure you get his number too. That's the
No
homie.
Nah, I got Rollo. That's
Rollo,
my boy.
Rollo,
good
I
people,
know it's my no cap
Rollo, good
shooter.
people.
Let's
Who's
go.
Rollo? Rollo, he's a singer.
He from Alabama.
Rollo Rodriguez?
He do the
Bro, what?
Who's Rollo?
Bro, come on, bro.
No, he does the.
He signed a little baby, bro.
Oh, I don't know who that is. I
don't know
thought the
who that
auto
is.
You
tune.
don't listen to them South, so
Y'all listen to
you
South
won't.
music like that. They
He
can't.
nice? He obviously
Is
nice.
he
He
right?
good at talking.
He
Nice.
he different.
So that's
Nice.
3. So you got 2 more. That's 3. Who else?
Lil Baby. You can't.
That
You
Lil
can't.
Baby
You
hot.
can't. You
That
feel
little
me?
baby, he hottest thing
Yeah.
rolling right now.
You can't. Fifth, I
Kodak,
go
you don't
with.
listen to no
I
Kodak?
listen to Yak.
I do like Kodak.
I listen.
Kodak.
I listen to Yak. I'm gonna
Jack?
go.
Yak.
Yeah, Kodak.
That's his name, Yak?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They older than me. I don't
You
even.
know Mikey
I
got
go-
4 million followers.
Yeah.
They all they
Let
gonna
me
be
see.
clowning you. They gonna be like, you don't know Yak?
Who your
I'm
last
about-
one?
No disrespect.
Oh, Nip. Gotta be
Nip.
Nip.
Hey, look, so what's your DM like? Huh? Let's get
As
to
far
it.
as who?
You young, you fly, you marketable.
Right.
Number one player in the country.
Right.
Now Shady is popping.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, on Instagram.
Say who?
Right.
He prefer Instagram than meeting in person, probably. So
He's
I'm
lying,
just saying, superstar,
He's lying.
DM, look in the camera and tell him you're tight. Hey, y'all there?
Oh, you finna.
What you looking for?
He finna have my motion go away.
Yeah, they
my
tripping with that.
motion up.
They dry snitching.
We ain't gonna say nothing about you, Shady.
No, bro.
No, but I'm asking you
No.
for serious. Is your DM on fire? Yes or no? You got 3 million viewers. Is it on
Of course,
fire?
it's on fire.
All right.
It's
just
on
wanna
fire.
know.
I get y'all like inside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That ain't for everybody, no though.
Right.
Yeah, but how you
right.
navigate through that, right? Because like your challenges is different than everybody else in the
Anybody
world.
else, that's
You know what
right.
I mean, you got to think about every move you make. That's one of the things that made LeBron legendary. Is he's dope on the field, but
He the best role
he
model.
got a clean like you don't hear no dirt on
None.
LeBron, right? And you got an opportunity to do the same thing. So
Or
how
better.
you approach your dating life and the girls and all of that?
It's a good question.
You know what I mean? Like, if I'm cool, if I'm if I'm with you, you know what I'm saying? That's how it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? But I tend to like to keep it on the low at first, you know
Right.
what I'm
There you
saying?
go.
But I could tell with a shorty, like I could tell her vibe just off of talking to her for 2 seconds, you know what I'm saying? And how they approach me. I don't like. I'd rather say if I DM somebody, I'd rather approach them because then it's like, all right, they ain't even approach me. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me slide. You know what I'm saying? Like, rather than I hope it's like they approach me. You know what I'm saying? It's cool, but I've never been in a relationship with a female that's approached me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't feel like, let me grab it. You know.
This is the only advice I would give you, bro. Is like, young. And then obviously you can eat, bro. Like we like to break bread with people on the show that we admire and respect.
sure.
So this is Melbus in Harlem,
Appreciate
black-owned
it.
business. When I was playing for the Jets and Giants, I used to go there almost every Thursday night, me and my lady, and support this fire food. So this is Melbus. Shout out to Melbus. Have you had any celebrity chicks, older chicks, slide in the DMs?
They probably slide different.
Bro, he
Hey, great game.
He 18.
When did it start for
I
He
was
you?
legal.
having-
He legal.
But I was having
See, Brandon,
emotion
you
He didn't wait till I got to
See,
New
you ain't
York
have no
when-
juice, B.
Yeah, I ain't
You
have
know
no
what I'm
juice.
saying? In the city, boy, things start early.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You go, I'm saying, I was
I
speak
mean,
for myself.
so you had like a celebrity chick?
I was having emotion with that before I was 18.
Damn, no babies.
When
Well,
did
this
you
is all
consider
I- this-
yourself
this is what I would
grown?
say. Hold on. This is what I would say to you. Like I
Hell
never,
no.
I never was popping like that.
I know,
ain't
that's
had
why
it
I'm
just like
asking you a
y'all did.
question.
What's that?
When did you consider yourself grown as a kid?
Man, not until I got to college, bro.
Oh,
I've been
damn.
grown since I was
Well, you-
13.
I believe that.
Nah, that's the ideal thing to do. Lose
I'm
virginity
talking about
in-
grown
in
as in
college.
considering as in mom and daddy ain't waking me up for school.
Yeah.
It's my choice. Do I want to go to school or not? I might give my mama $500-600 this month on the rent. You know what I mean? Hey man, what's going on? Da 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 da. We like you at this school. Hey man, da da
Oh,
da
making
da.
those decisions.
Yeah,
That
like,
happened for me. That
that's
happened
normal.
8th grade. 8th grade. But as far as grown, we always talking about women. Like that took. I was so focused on basketball. I mean, on football and basketball and track that I wasn't like. I was corny. I was whack. I wasn't into the girls like that. I'm gonna be honest. You know what I'm saying? Here's my advice.
I mean, a lot hasn't changed. Like you still.
I'll take that. Here's my advice, bro. Is have fun, enjoy. You know what I'm saying? But be smart.
Be careful, bro.
Sickness, disease, babies. You know what I'm saying? More
Baby
problems.
mamas.
So,
God dang.
Let me tell you, the
Yeah,
child
hold on,
support thing is real now.
Yep.
We just chopping up game. You get what I'm saying? This you're gonna be like, man, goddamn Pacman B. Shady told me this. I'm telling you. Look here, partner.
I mean,
Camera, zoom in.
not the plan.
Look here, man. I ain't gonna say no name, but I know a friend of mine that was probably only making $1 million. He played 10 years. He spent $8,500 a month from the time he played. I think his son is.
God bless
his
him.
son was 1 when he went to the league. I'm just saying, just mentally, this is how you gotta move, and this is just shooting game at you, so you can start thinking about this. You know what I mean? When you think about, oh man, oh that feel good. You know what I'm saying? Without no boy, that feeling. You get what I'm saying? Because the feeling, it ain't like the check. And what I was saying, it was like,
And they all want the check.
man, $8,500 a month. Hey,
Tell them that.
take him to court.
Pac,
Oh,
tell
I'm
them
the
that,
best
Pac.
dad in the world. Cheap. $8,500.
Right.
They all want the
That's
check.
on the low end. You get what I'm saying?
And then,
So-
and then also that's that side of it too. But you know, and everybody got their own their perspectives and their own views on things, bro. I just think that like when you ready to settle down, like make sure like that's the one. Like write down. Here's my top 5 non-negotiables. Here's my top 5 non-negotiables. This is what I want in a woman. You know what I'm saying? And until you find that, take it easy, right? Like a lot of dudes get in these long-term relationships early because it feel good, it look good. You know what I'm saying? Create the standard and hold that standard. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a big commitment.
It's real.
You know what I'm saying? We don't have these conversations.
Is there any, like, I know you got your supporting cast, you talked about them earlier, but like, is there any like players that play, current players or ex-players that you talk to about any of this stuff? Money, women, whatever?
The homies, like, not like I won't. That's if I'm like, well, I got dudes I'm cool with, and I got the gang. You know what I'm saying? Like, say like Melo, like that's just on us. That's just I wouldn't even put that as consider guys like Melo, Amari, like them is in a basketball category because that's life. That goes our relationship goes past basketball, so that's just regular stuff that we talk about. You know what I'm saying? But not too many dudes in the league.
Melo,
And Amari?
Wait, Melo,
Amari.
old head
Stoudemire?
Melo? Or you talking about the young, or
Melo Ball.
Young
LaMelo Ball.
And who is Amari?
Bailey.
he the young boy.
Yep, yep,
But
yep.
what I'm saying, I'm talking about like, not like friends, like y'all almost the same age, right? Mari, and then you got,
Talking
So
about like
let's paint it
talking
this
about
way.
like G's and
I mean like an old head.
old
You know
head.
what I'm saying? Like,
So let me paint the picture this way. This is what I said on the show before. Every man you hear, you got a mentor. That's what Shady talking about. Who's that dude you look up to that you follow outside of Onk, outside of Pop?
Does everybody have to have a mentor?
I think so.
I think it helps him out.
You had a mentor, bro.
Crazy.
You never had a mentor?
Never looked up to not now, man.
Deion Sanders.
Was not my mentor until after I got into the league.
But that's what I mean,
When
though.
I was growing up, I wasn't looking at
I'm not talking about
mentally,
that.
my life was too fast to be I want to call Deion Sanders, be like, man, get the fuck out of
So
here.
you think you better because you didn't have that? I'm asking you, like, do you think that helped?
I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is.
But if you had
like,
that, would you been better? Is my question. If you had some type of help,
I don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about, Pac. Like, I'm talking about eventually you got there.
You're right. I would have probably did better.
That's
I would have probably did better.
obvious.
But my question is, like, it sounds easy, like, oh, boom, 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 I'm the number one player. My access, because I got all of this, that doesn't mean, like, it's old heads like us that would be willing to, like, hey, look, bro, man, I'm watching you, you know what I mean? But I love what you're doing.
I say one, he ain't no hooper, but Jacquees. He always check, like, he always
That's my brother.
That's
like,
good.
That's my dog. Like, he let me come stay
Shout
at
out
his
to Queese.
crib.
He got an album on the way.
Solid dude.
He let me come stay at his crib or whatever.
Slang.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's one dude I can say, like, always reach out to me, make sure I'm good and stuff like that, on the right track.
Yeah, and that's what Shady was talking
You don't
about.
think that? My thing is, like, I swear, man, I had my dad. My dad was in my life, you know what I'm saying? And he was real strict. And then my brother played pro ball. He didn't play at the level I played at, but he still was somebody could call, like, yo, damn, you know what I mean? They just gave me, I don't know, $50 million deal. They gave me $38 million guaranteed. Like, he don't know, he never had that money, but he got an idea, like, yo, don't do this because this is what I did wrong. Or, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I had somebody to help me out. But I be thinking about if I was on your level, because you on different levels than I've seen, probably what? I'm thinking of OJ Mayo, LeBron, you know what I mean? Your type of, if I had my dog, what should I do with this? What should I do that? Because they already did it.
One thing with me is I am hard-headed. I will tell you that, but I'm not hard-headed towards ignorant. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the end of the day, I'm a man. I'm gonna make my own decision. It's like I only give another man advice. I ain't gonna tell another man what to do. That's your decision. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I think about it. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like, I'm like, you gonna respect my decision. You know what I'm saying? So say my pops be the same way in my ear. He's not strict on me like that or nothing like that, but it's about some stuff, or even everybody, they all like got something to say, like, you know what I'm saying, about something, like trying to give me a different point of view, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I hear him out, but at the end of the day, I ain't gonna base my decision off of what so-and-so is saying. I gotta feel that, you know what I'm saying?
And Shady, you know, it's kind of hard because, like, throwing myself back in the equation. But, for instance, I came up through Atlanta. I was highly ranked and all that. You know, made a couple dollars playing ball, doing boom, boom, boom. But right after the Miami game, I mean, like, it went from couldn't even call nobody for
West Virginia,
$100 Western Union. You hear what I'm telling you? What? The night we played Miami, oh my God, did it change my life? Then, you know, and I'm just speaking about it.
What happened in the Miami game?
You don't remember when I smacked Kevin Winslow in the Miami game? What the hell are you at, B? Jesus Christ.
Tell the people.
But what I'm saying is that game changed my life. And verbatim, as in tournaments, like he was saying when the Cavs talking about boom, basketball jump off. Do you get what I'm saying? Then you get, yeah, at that point, I don't even want to hear what you got to say because where you was at just
like he did all the work.
Bro. Like, you get what I'm saying? I'm finna stick over here with you know what I mean? Blase this, blase that.
His core is his core, though.
Yeah.
Your core, your core should be your core.
Yeah.
The core group you with, roll with them. I'm just saying for, like, small things, like, you know, like, if I had somebody to tell me more about, like, take care of my body. Because everybody say that, but, like, tell me, like, LeBron, he talking about he spent $1 million. So that sounds cool. But if I call you like, yo, Bron, what is that really? Because everybody said $1 million, but what is that? Tell me exactly what you're doing. I'm buying this, I'm buying that. So that way, so when I say, like, ask my for advice, I'm not talking about your decision, but stuff like that, like, take care of your body. Well, what's that mean, Bron? Show me your receipt, what you did. That way you can respect it more. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why I was asking, like, a figure like that really did it.
I want to piggyback off what Shady's saying because that's important because, like, bro, like, there's a huge responsibility with your platform. You're the first in a lot of things. You understand? So, like, there's a lot of dudes, his nephews, you know, his kids, my kids, my nephews are looking up, and they gonna listen more to you than they listen to us sometimes, right?
Yeah.
So,
well, Mikey said
I say that because, you know, like you just said from a basketball perspective, because we'll get to back to business. I know Shay don't want to talk too much about business. But from a basketball perspective, you said you want to be a Hall of Famer, you want to be great. So I think you need to be intentional. I think Quez phenomenal, right? Because he can teach you about life. But then who wore them shoes before LeBron James? Like I feel like you should call LeBron James, LBJ, and say, bro, teach me how to what that look like. Why you spend $1 million? How much should I be spending right now? Right? Like if you thinking about being legendary, you got to talk to Tom Brady. You got to talk to Serena Williams. You got to talk to Derek Jeter. You understand?
Tiger Woods.
That's
and
right.
you got the access, and we ain't knocking you. We getting you game like you the shit. You get what I'm saying? It's gonna light them up when you hey bro da. Goddamn, he just did.
They feel special.
Mike just did me. I'm gonna say, hey man, what the fuck you doing with your body?
Yeah, the golden
You
boy.
know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And then blow them up more.
Yeah.
If they tell you, if they can talk about everything's narrative, I don't care what nobody say, right? They gonna promote it, because they don't have to gain nothing from you, but they help you out. They gonna put that in the blogs. I mean, they look bigger.
So that's just the advice right there, you know what I'm saying? And you already doing a phenomenal job, bro. I wasn't thinking the way you was thinking at this age. Now I push it to the business side because you talked about it, you brought it up. But Lil Birdie told me that, like, you want to be a billionaire.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't thinking about being a billionaire until about 2 years ago. That's it. Like, what does that mean, you want to be a billionaire? How you going to make a bill?
I'm trying to be worth $1 billion by the time I'm 25.
Ooh, 25.
So 7 years. In 7 years, because it's like, I think, with me, I got bread right now, but I'm trying to look.
That's something to say, like,
by the way,
don't get it messed up. Like,
thank you, Puma.
Yeah.
I'm making investments like now, but it's not, I'm trying to have bread to where I'm making $50 million investments, right? And that's turning into 500 million, stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like I think I could do that by the time I'm 25. I think you can. So that's what I'm trying. That's my goal.
Bro, we wasn't thinking like this or talking like this when we was 18.
Nobody 18 thinking like that.
I
So
know.
you already had the game.
Can we go back to basketball right quick?
Let's do it.
Top 5 schools. No, it's 2 or 3. You're gonna really narrow it
And when we
down.
making this decision? Don't be
At least my five.
There go Unc right there. There you go. I'm working now.
I like the G.
Who?
I like
G.
G Lee's option. I like Kansas. I like Memphis. You know what I'm saying?
Penny Hardaway.
I'm still looking. I'm still looking at the HBCUs. You know what I'm saying? So it's a few of them.
Okay.
It's a few of them. I'm still trying to decide which ones I'm gonna take my visit to. You know what I'm saying?
You talked to Dion Prime?
I ain't spoke.
I know,
to him.
but you know what I'm saying?
My boy go there though. He play football there. So I think I definitely gotta take a visit over there.
Yeah, take a visit for sure.
I got a question.
For sure.
If you sign with someone that isn't sponsored by Puma, how does that work?
As far as what?
That's a great question.
So if you sign with Miami, they sponsored by Adidas.
Ooh.
Are you gonna cover up the Adidas while you play? So for instance,
I
LeBron
mean-
just played in this game in the Drew thing, right?
Drew League.
He covered up, taped up the Adidas because he's
Nike.
sponsored by
I mean,
Nike.
at the end of the day, it's not gonna be up to me if it works or not. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be up to the lawyers. Gotta go back and forth with that.
Oh, right.
If it works, it's like work. It don't. But
If they want, they gotta make it happen.
That's right.
yeah,
Great answer too.
But I'm not finna sit.
Yeah,
I'm not. I
smart,
don't.
You're smart. That motherfucker shot that when I put, hey, hold on, that's the lawyer's job.
Right.
I love it. Yes.
Hey, so what? Who's been like the hardest player you've played against?
Played against a lot of them, but the hardest one to guard probably Zion Harmon. He graduated in, like 2 years ago. What is it? He graduated about 2 years ago, I think. He go to Western Kentucky, but yeah, it's like that.
Hold on, I got some notes now. Let me
That's a
read
good
my
question.
notes. That was. I'm gonna piggyback off your question, Shady. 2022 NBA draft, #1 overall pick, #2 overall pick. You got Paulo and you got Holmgren.
Yeah,
Okay.
Then you dropped 25 on Holmgren?
Yes.
I did.
You did. How was that experience? Because them boys in the NBA right now. How'd you match up against them boys in the NBA?
Well, so much. Chet wasn't really guarding me that game, but I was guarding Chet though. Yeah, it was personal. I love Chet. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't personal. no beef or nothing, but it's on the court.
Beating.
It's personal on the court. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't scoring me, but he was flaming. But he was flaming my team though. But on me, when I was like, I'm finna hold him. Like after I won the same thing. You know, it's funny. Like that game right there. I wanted to guard him coming out. It was like, nah, let so-and-so guard him. So I'm like, all right. He started flaming him. So I'm like, all right, bro. It's a quarter and a half in the game. Like, it's about to be halftime. I'm like, bro, I'm finna guard him, bro. Like, so after that, he ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I was guarding him, he ain't score. He ain't want to put the ball down because it's easy for guards to guard bigs because it takes long to put the dribble on the floor. You know what I'm saying? So, then, like, same thing we was playing Imani Bates. That's my boy. He came out flaming. I was trying to hold him off the, you know what I'm saying, off the rip. I let so-and-so guard him, so-and-so longer, whatever, this and that. All right. Folks come in the game and hit 4 straight. I'm like, and he came off the bench. He came off the bench into the game and hit 4 straight. I'm like, no, bro, let me guard him. So I slowed him down, this and that. But, oh, yeah, then I played against P. Yeah, I've been playing against P, though, since we was, like, little, like 6th grade. So that's my boy.
Cade Cunningham, Barnes, 2021 draft, bro. Like he.
So you play a lot of dudes
because I want to get to, you know, how everybody say you overrated, right? So I'm giving you an opportunity to kind of lay the foundation. Mm-hmm. You got Cade Cunningham, 2021 draft. You got Barnes.
I mean, if you know basketball, I'm not overrated. It's a trend, basically. Like, for people get caught up comparing social media to basketball, you know what I'm saying? Like, they see. I don't get it. I personally don't get it, but it's a trend to call me overrated for real. Like, that's just is what it is. I can't really like you see what I'm doing, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just very humble about it. I'm not like, oh, I just scored 25 on a song, so I'm supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I'm supposed to do it. But like, if I don't have 50, then that's when, oh, he's overrated. If I don't have a windmill dunking, oh, he's overrated. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So they like not compare, but like when people look at Shady's comparison, they say Barry Sanders, right? The way he ran the ball. They used to call me Baby T.O., right? But more like I was just big, but there was really no comparison there.
Right.
Pac, I don't know who they compared you to. Who they compare you to?
Deion Sanders.
Deion Sanders. So Deion Sanders. Who would you say your comparison is?
Hold on, no. What are you talking about? Hold on. I can't let that go. Hold on. They compare you to who? Hold on, no.
Shady's talking about.
I try to hold that. I don't hold it in.
That went over my head.
Shady.
That went over my head.
You was nice, but hold on. They compared you to who?
Bro, I cannot control what people compare.
Oh, my bad. My fault. I'm sorry. They compare him to Deion Sanders. Continue. My fault. Oh.
What I'm gonna do with Shady?
You my dog. Did y'all hear that? Never mind.
Oh
he
my
said they
God.
compare him to Deion Sanders.
So basketball comparison.
They compare me to Donovan Mitchell. Like, that's been the only comparison, to be honest. Because I'm like I'm like, you say built like him. Kind of got the same game, but I got flashes of other people in my game. Really, like I'm very explosive, quick. You know what I'm saying? I can shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think I like the Donovan Mitchell comparison. But I'm thinking, like, I got a little bit of Dame in me as far as creating my shots, you know what I'm saying? Like, certain shots, you know what I'm saying? I get downhill, taking off.
And you got bounce.
You can say John Morant, but I'm a little bit more, like, heavier than John Morant. So you can say, like, I'm not as big as Westbrook, but that's how I'm trying to come downhill. Right. But probably, that's what I see. You know what I'm saying? I pass the ball very well, so. But I don't really try to model my game after anybody. That's why I feel like nobody can really say he plays like so-and-so. I feel like it's just like how I'm built type thing. You know what I'm saying?
So one of the things as an athlete, like I feel like, you know, outside of Shady's overly confident, right? Like most dudes like struggle with confidence, right? LeBron struggled, you know what I'm saying, at times when he made the move from Cleveland to Miami, and he took on another like ultra ego, and he had to check himself, right? How do you navigate through that? Like being yourself, you got social media, you got so many people.
Yeah, like during quarantine, I was depressed, like going through a lot. Then I had made the move North Carolina. It was automatically hostile, you know what I'm saying? As it should be. I'm from the West Coast, East Coast, politics, none of that, you know what I'm saying? But like that whole season right there, like my confidence, because I wasn't really into the basketball part. I wasn't even trying to hoop no more for real. I was like, bro, this weak, like, bro. I was like, bro, I'm trash as hell. Like, I'm weak. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like, and at that point when my mental was all the way good, then you start hearing the crowd, and like you hear what everybody's saying, and then it's hard to tune out the noise. So it was a little phase, like at least 3/4 of that season where I wasn't me. I was like, man, like I'm off this. I'm not trying
You like
to hoop.
depressed? You depressed?
Yeah. So I was kind of off that.
So what does that mean? Because a lot of times we throw that word, we use that word lightly. So when you say like depressed, that's a powerful
You cannot
word.
appreciate life. Like, even if you're not depressed, you can still be unappreciative of life. But like I was just like down bad, bro. Like not trying to do nothing, bro. Like I'm done with this. I'm done with that. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't even really trying to I was trying to be away from
What was the reason?
A lot. It was just a lot going on. A lot of family stuff. A lot of
okay.
all that. You know what I'm saying? So,
Was that the first major wall? Because you talked about
definitely.
Was that the first?
Because I just had I had a historical. I probably had the coldest freshman season out of everybody that had never been in high school. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Like my freshman season was crazy. I come off a season like that, then you got all this stuff going on. Then you hooping again, and you not yourself. You like, damn, what happened? You feel me? Like I wasn't getting the gym. Like I was like, man, forget all of it. Like I'm not even trying to hoop. You know what I'm saying?
So I didn't know what to expect as you was coming in, bro. I want to say, I want to really give you your flowers because you know your from a business perspective.
For sure.
You talking about things from investment, managing teams, you know what I mean, putting people in place. You're talking about things that we didn't talk about, man. So I'm super impressed when it comes to that. I'm also super impressed, bro, around your vulnerability, right? Because I think a lot of us athletes, you saw Kevin Love, DeMar DeRozan, Naomi Osaka, Simone Biles, so many other athletes, Calvin Ridley, Dak Prescott, come out and talk about their challenges around this whole journey. You know what I'm saying? A lot of athletes deal with that. So
definitely. It's you start judging yourself because everybody's holding you to a certain standard. Then if you don't meet those expectations, it's like like, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta do it for yourself. You can't. That's what I had to learn. Like I can't do it for everybody. Like I can't play for the crowd.
That's big,
I can't.
what you
know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta do it for myself.
As long as
like,
you always keep that mindset.
Like now, like I'm glad that I done went through all that and just a lot more. Cause now it's like, man, I'm appreciative of life already, and I still got a long way to go. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, man, I just look at life a little differently. I appreciate it more, the highs and the lows. You know what I'm saying? Right. The lows only gonna build you up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just getting battle tested. You know what I'm saying?
So I got a few more questions, and then we open up and see what we missed. But 626 tattoo on your hand. What that mean?
My birthday. I think angel numbers too. Then I see 6'2". I've been seeing 626 like every day on the clock for like 3-4 years, bro. Like randomly, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, it's my birthday, so I'm God's angel. So I'm like, it's my angel numbers.
What about the other one right there?
This saying unlimited range, a little dark, like.
That's what I got.
Hold it up.
Unlimited range. That's what I got.
In what? In basketball?
Yeah.
We'll see after this.
Hey, let me ask you this though. So you talked about a lot of the good stuff, right?
Yeah. And
everybody talks about that, but because you know yourself better than anybody, what are some of the weaknesses that you need to work on in your game?
I mean, everything, you know, like I don't really got some, I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna work on it. I'm trying to work on everything. Like you can't never be good enough. That's what I feel like, you know what I'm saying? But me just coming back off an injury right now, I gotta get back strong. My legs
strength.
Yeah. Probably that right now.
That was always one thing I used to do when
your shot, you can't start working on your shot. You can't.
So I was thinking about when they scout you. So like if I had to scout LeSean, McCoy, how would I stop him? You know what I mean? That's how I would get better. I would train like, damn.
Make him run in the box. Easy question. Duh. Make his ass run in the box.
I don't know what he's talking about. So what was your weakness, Shady? No, I was saying, cause I would learn, I would watch, like, damn. When I would watch, I didn't run as tough to the left like I did to the right. You know what I'm saying? Now, real talk. So look, what I started doing was, I would always cut back. I would run to the left and always cut back right.
Right.
So I would have to reverse that. You know what I mean? Now I would run more to the right and I would cut back left.
Right.
I don't know, the box, I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what he's talking about.
So you see, you know, as a player, what would they say?
What you said, like how would they stop? Like how would they stop you? I don't think anybody has ever been able to come up with like an idea to stop me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Unless it's not triple team, you can't really stop me. Like I'd have to just be missing shots or something like. But someone stopping me, like actually making it tough for me, like I don't think that's happening.
But that's now though, bro. You different. You talking about high school ball. In about a year or two, you're gonna be in the NBA.
You just said who we played against though, who was first round draft
you're gonna have Kawhi. You're gonna have Kawhi Leonard guarding you. You're gonna have Paul George guarding you.
Honestly,
that's when it gets different.
I'm not taking that away from nobody, but I didn't play against pro guys before.
Yeah.
Like the game is not much different.
Keep
And honestly,
keep your attitude right.
The game is easier if you know the game and you can play the game. Like how I was telling you, I see stuff 2 plays ahead, like those pro dudes on the same page as me. You know what I'm saying? Rather I'm playing with dudes in high school and they're not seeing it. So it's like, damn, you can't make that. You're not seeing that cut right. Like you gotta see that cut right there. You gotta know this and that, you know what I'm saying? But the game is easier, honestly, but the competition leagues obviously best in the world. But
so Shady asked about the scouting report as a ball player, as a man, as a young man. You know, what would you say some areas of opportunity for you to grow? Like what do you focus on as a person?
Just as a person?
Yeah. Because we can't forget about that, right? The athlete, the nil deals, all that cool. But how you gonna grow as a man one day as a father?
You know what?
You just gotta go. I feel like you just gotta keep going through. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta keep going through things to grow, in order to grow. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then me, I pick up like I'm chill. Like I sit back and watch. You know what I'm saying? Like even being around Brian, like. When I'm around Brian and stuff, I don't just watch what Brian does, you know what I'm saying? But I'll take notes. Like you about to go do this. So I'll take notes to see what it's really like. Like Brian stop in and out the house, you know what I'm saying? Maybe once a day, twice a day. Like I'm like, he got to go do this. I'm like, damn, man, that's how it's gonna be. Now, I was really like that, you know what I'm saying? Like I like take notes on a lot of stuff. So I feel like I'm definitely like got a lot of knowledge off that, and that helps me grow because I know not to do this because I done seen what happened because he did it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. A big lesson that, real quick, in your DMs, it's a big lesson for y'all and Unc. If they too old for you, send them to Uncle Shady. I got you. I'll make sure you make the right decision. You make the right decision, baby. I got you.
I wouldn't necessarily say if they too old, but I send you some for sure.
The rap thing.
Go ahead, Matt.
With the rapping, went through all your stuff. Is that a stress reliever? Are you trying to be a rapper? I know basketball is your main.
Dan can rap too. You said like Dan.
It's just like a way to get stuff off my chest. Cause I keep like I don't go talk to nobody. All my problems I just keep in, but putting in the music is just a way. And then for people to hear it like that, like my homies and shit like that, like I ain't drop man. I don't think I'm a drop man because you know politics playing to that. I don't want to get framed or anything like that.
100 songs, you ain't gonna drop one?
I got more.
Can we hear something right now?
Yeah, let's get one.
Let's hear something right now. You rap,
I'll rap.
Off the
top.
If you rap, I'll rap.
Don't do it.
What you mean, like
yeah, like
freestyle? If you freestyle, freestyle.
I tell you, I can't.
Something you wrote. Something you wrote.
I don't write either. I go in there and we'll come.
But you got 100 songs though. Over 100 songs.
I got 100 songs. 100 clips.
You remember? Something that you like, yo, I wrote this. This was on my mind. I wrote this.
I don't write.
Like outside of rapping, do you do any journaling or any writing?
Nah, that's really my journal. Like that's my journalism. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I've tried to write a song before, but I couldn't do it. And I was like, that's not how I'm like. I gotta go in there how I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? I can't just come up with some stuff. Like I like to like when you listen to my music, you'll hear me tell a story through it, put real stuff in. I'm not just rapping, talking about no BS. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm a dog lover. What kind of animals do you like?
All of them, bro.
Say you crocodile hunter or something.
Crocodile.
I ain't done that, but I like all the animals. Like people call me crazy, like
snakes.
But like listen. I don't like snakes, but I be bored. I got way too much free time. You feel me? So I went to go get a snake, bruh. Like, I went to go get a snake.
Like a rattlesnake.
Nah, I'm
He
not.
said a rattlesnake.
Nah.
A cobra. I don't.
It's called an Arizona king snake, right?
Oh, that sounds dangerous.
But hold on though. But it escaped.
It what?
In the house?
Oh my God.
How big was it?
Oh,
It was like this big.
Ooh, how long did it take you to find
This
it?
big, huh?
Poisonous and what?
No, it's not
But how
poison.
long did it take you to find it?
I already found it. It's just in
my
there.
God.
It's in the crib?
Yeah, but it's not big enough to bite you and do no damage.
Two weeks?
Yeah, it's dead.
He ain't dead. Oh, I bet you he
Wait.
ain't
So
dead.
wait, you ain't find it yet?
What are you
Man,
eating?
listen,
We stopped looking for it.
this is no
We
lie,
stopped
bro.
looking for it.
I had a python that happened to me. This
Yeah,
is
nah,
on
see,
the
a
God truth. You
python
can ask my
crazy.
wife. So I had a python that got out the cage in
Y'all bad
Denver
owners.
when I was
Y'all
in
too.
Denver. And when I finally found them, and like I could tell he had ate some, but I had put him back in the cage with the light and everything on him, and he passed. I literally was in tears, and I blamed everybody in the house for that, and it was really my fault too.
It's your fault.
Yeah, because I left the fucking.
It ate your dog, bro?
What's the name?
Both of y'all need to talk to
What
Tarzan.
Ate your dog.
No. Both of y'all need to talk to Tarzan.
What
You
did
know
he eat?
Tarzan?
I couldn't tell what he ate, but like he passed away like
He
two
passed.
days later.
Oh, I thought you said he ate you.
Like yeah.
So much respect for you, bro.
Oh,
like
love.
seriously, like big business talk today. We learned a lot. You know, I think a lot of our audience learned a lot and respect you even more. And the things that you talked about today, bro, like it took us years to figure some of this stuff out. You know, the biggest thing that my biggest takeaway from this conversation is what you said is like, you know what, you're gonna make mistakes, but you gotta learn from them. And I mean, that's the biggest advice, bro, is like, it's a journey. You know what I mean? So
And it's beautiful. You only get one.
that's right. But like where you at right now, you light years ahead of so many other athletes, especially us, man. So a lot of respect for you.
That's
Thank
love. I appreciate that for sure.
Appreciate you, brother.